Hi, I'm Keith Boykin, and today's Black History Month book is The Devil You Know by Charles Blow. During the Great Migration of the 20th century, black people fled the South and moved to the North, the Midwest, and the West. Charles Blow argues that black people should return to the South and use that power to take over several Southern states. Blow argues that when black people left the South, they traded the devil they knew for a devil they didn't. But the devil, says Blow, is still the devil. Charles Blow's reverse migration strategy targets 9 southern states: Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware. He does not include Texas or Florida in his list. Imagine what we could do if we had an entire region where black people actually dominated, had U.S. senators and governors who exercised real power. Admittedly, I have a little bit of a bias against Georgia. I lived there in the 1980s, and it wasn't an entirely pleasant experience. I lived down the street from the former segregationist governor Lester Maddox, and it was the only place in my life when I've ever seen a Ku Klux Klan rally up close. But Georgia has changed. It voted Democrat in the 2020 presidential election, and it now has 2 Democratic U.S. senators, including the first black Democratic senator from the South, Raphael Warnock. Although southern states have some of the highest incarceration rates in the country, Blow notes that when you look at African American incarceration rates per capita, the South is not significantly different from any other region of the country. In fact, Vermont is the nation's leader, incarcerating 1 out of every 15 black men in the state. And in supposedly liberal San Francisco, blacks are just 5% of the population, but 56% of the people in the city's prisons. And even here in supposedly progressive New York, our former mayor Michael Bloomberg once said, "We put all the cops in minority neighborhoods because that's where all the crime is." If you live in one of the places in the North or Midwest or the South that Charles Blow calls a destination city, he has a message for you. If you're happy and you're prospering and you feel safe, then by all means stay. But if that's not your lived experience, Blow argues the Black South beckons. I'm Keith Boykin. Happy Black History Month.